Greetings YouTube, Extra Guy over here again, bringing you a comic review. This time, issues 1 and 2 of the Bumblebee miniseries. This is not going to be pleasant, I can tell you now. I'm not happy with this series at all. Let's start. This series is written by Xander Cannon and art by Chi. Now, here is my first complaint of the series. It's nothing against the artist's style itself. However, Bumblebee is drawn in his traditional G1 design throughout the book. Why, may you ask, is this a problem? Well, this book is happening alongside the ongoing, and ever since the Iation series, everyone has drawn Bumblebee in the E.J. Sue design. Okay, it's always maybe their interpretation, especially in Don's case, but it's still recognisably as that design. So, why the inconsistency? You know, I can understand you want Bumblebee in his iconic design for his miniseries, so why don't you just tell Don to draw him in G1 design? You know, you had a 3-year time skip, it would be easy to explain. He decided to change his appearance. Instead, things like that bug me. However, this series picks up from the fact in the ongoing, Bumblebee is now leader of a group of Autobots who voted him leader. So, okay, interesting idea. But he ends up aligning with a sub-faction of Skywatch. And here's where things get plot-holey. For example, this Skywatch guy states that their satellite tracking systems can track down a Cybertronian's location within 30 minutes when they're out in the open. What? How are they doing that? And if they're that good, why the hell in the first issue of the ongoing did Spike have to lay a trap to capture Prowl? They could narrow him. Oh! And then there's these badges that these humans make them wear that they claim, oh, they'll scramble your location so they're going to track them within 6 miles and allow us to identify you as friendlies. Oh yes, they also allow us to forcibly shunt you into a vehicle mode lock, and we can track your position and know exactly what you're saying. Okay, and you can't remove them. That's a mystical tech for a badge. You know, any other tech that has involved controlling Transformers in the past has always involved meddling with their inner workings. You can't just slap a badge on them. Well, maybe it was on the head. Then it might be believed. But they just slap it on the chest. You can't take it off. Eh? And Bumblebee willingly put this on all the Autobots without having Wheeljack and Ratchet have a look at it first and say, yeah guys, is this dodgy? I swear, throughout this series, everyone has been struck by the idiot ball. I mean, I'm loving Last Stand of the Wreckers and I'm enjoying the ongoing. But this series is epic failure on so many fronts. I mean, its main villain is Skywarp, but I don't know, his characterization seems off. Hell, everyone's characterization seems off. Wheeljack undermining Bumblebee's leadership? Since when did Wheeljack do that? Wheeljack's an engineer, an inventor, often famed for like blowing himself up. He's not let's make leadership command decisions behind my leader's back. That ain't Wheeljack. he's happy inventing stuff, going into a fight, and that's it. Oh. So, yes, they have these Autobots now hunting down Decepticons and all that stuff on Earth, and it's like, some of the selections of Decepticon characters don't make sense. I mean, you've got one of the Action Masters there who was last seen in Banzotron's Secret Service during the Iation series. Why would Megatron have pulled him and stuck him on Earth during All Hail Megatron? And it's a bad choice as well, because if, as she is showing in issue 2, he's drawing characters in their classic, look. The Action Master would need to be redesigned to have an Earth mode. Clearly, she doesn't like doing that. I mean, you got Squawk Box, Tape Combiner. What's he doing here? Last we saw, he was on a Decepticon command satellite in Spotlight 6 shot. What's he doing here? But the choices are just daft. And of course the Autobots are asked to hunt down Blur, who walked down in the ongoing. Now, in the ongoing, Don redesigned him with an Earth alt mode based on his appearance in Transformers Animated. So, issue 2. He's still in his All Hail Megatron Cybertronian design. Editing. Bad editing. Really? This should have been caught and told, no, you can't draw him like that. I'm all fine for artists having their own style. I quite like IDW not enforcing a house style like Dreamwave did. Reminds me of the Marvel UK days. However, I want characters to have consistent designs. But also, why are you having Blur emulate his fast talk from the G1 cartoon? You've not done it previously in All Hail Megatron or his Spotlight issue, so why now? And it's awful the way you've done it by taking all the spaces out of his speech balloons. It makes his dialogue unreadable.